Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Sandy if you happen to be new, and I invite you to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be finishing up this journal, so let's jump into it. In today's video, I am going to be covering the inside of my cover with this fabric and doing some final decorations and then sewing in the signature. So here I have this sunflower fabric that I got out of my stash, and I trimmed it down. And I don't worry about it being perfectly straight lines. I think that adds to the homemade feel of the journal. And so I'm just going to be gluing it in here with the Fabri-Tac glue. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing really well. I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit, and I'm excited to be back and finishing up this journal. Just we've had a lot going on, just some activities plus watching the grandkids. A friend of mine had a 70th birthday party, and his wife threw this massive party, and I made some decorations for the party, and it was just fun helping out. I used my Cricut to help make some signs for the party, so that was fun. And then just watching the grandkids, that's been fun too. But I'm back at it in the craft room, and I'm excited to finish up this journal. I have just learned that I got accepted to a craft fair in December, so I think I'm going to be selling my journals there, and if they don't sell, then I will post them on Etsy. So if there's a journal that you are interested in, let me know before December 3rd, and I'll get it to you. Otherwise, I will be selling them at the craft fair. And it's a pretty big craft fair. I've gone well, before COVID, I'd gone the last few years. I think I actually went last year, and it seemed like there were a little less vendors last year, and I think it was just because we were still kind of in COVID times. I mean, we're still in COVID times, but I feel like people are just going back to living. Anywho, let me know what you all have been up to, and down in the comments below. You can check out my other videos. I have other videos where I go into a lot more detailed tutorial on making journals. So make sure you check those out if you're new. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I really would like you to subscribe. Consider subscribing. About half of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribers, and it would just mean a whole lot if you would subscribe. So I just finished gluing this down, and I'm just kind of going around the edges. You don't need to glue all of the fabric down. I've learned that, and so that's kind of a tip. You can if you want to, but gluing it around the edges, and then I glue it up the spine as well. So I'm just going to finish gluing this, and then we'll move on to the next steps in this journal process. I set the journal cover aside to dry, and now I'm just finishing up a few decorating pieces. And I was just showing you here that I had glued in some more of that leaf ribbon, I guess is what you would call it, onto a few pages just to add some more interest. And now I'm working on tabs for some of the pages. And some tips on the tabs. I mean, you can use anything really. So I've used some lace, and then I also am using some scraps of fabric. And I just cut up a little piece and then tear it because I like the rough edges on those pages or on those tabs. And then I space them out. I go every couple pages and then I stagger down. And then as I get to the back side of the signature, then I'll add some more there. And then just trying to find a good page that you want to put the tab on. You don't want to put it on a really flimsy paper like that ledger paper. You want to put it on something that is a little more substantial, like this decorative cardstock paper. And then again, I'm using my Fabri-Tac glue, which is just about empty. I've ordered some more, and it should be in any day now. I ordered on Amazon, but I can't get it overnight or 2 day. Usually it takes about a week. The other glue that I use is Reptile glue, and just a quick announcement, if you use it, you should order some if you think you're going to run out during the winter, because they actually don't ship when it's, I think, below freezing, so below 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And so you might want to stock up before it gets cold. So I'm just going to finish gluing these tabs in. And then the next thing we'll do is sew the signature in. I am going to sew in the signature here. Now I have other videos of me sewing signatures in. If you want to catch in a lot more detail, you can watch those videos. I'll try to remember to link those below. But the first thing I do is I make sure I have my pages lined up the way I want them. A lot of times I want to have them kind of centered. And you want to make sure your pages will get at least 2 of the holes if you're doing a 3-hole punch. So like this one I have down at the bottom, and it'll get the middle one and the bottom one. I find the center, and I use these big clips here. To hold it in place. You have all the clips on. And then I have a template that I use, and I have other videos that kind of walk you through how to make the template, but it's pretty easy. I pencil in the holes first, and then I go back and punch them because it's just easier that way for me. And the easiest way that I have found is I take an old book that I don't care about messing up, and I put this down to where it's folded up so that all of my creases are aligned. And then I take my awl and just poke right down in there. And I got the holes right down the spine. And then next I need to punch holes into this. And I want to line this up to where this is centered. Top and the bottom. And you can do pencil marks again, or you could just punch through. I have my thread, and I usually do about the height of this times 3, and I'm using an embroidery needle. Like I said, I have full tutorials doing fully sewn in a signature. You can search for, there's some recipe junk journals I made, little golden book journals. I show the full process in those videos. And then you want to make sure you have your signature the right side up. I have never sewn one in upside down, knock on wood. And then I trim this off. Okay, let me do a quick flip through for you. It's the cover. And then I added this ribbon detail here, and I added this cute little pocket. I love that pocket. And then my tabs. Love this page. And I added this little stamp, sunflower stamp. I don't know if I showed you all that. And then I added that detail here. You can see there's plenty of room for more decorating, plenty of room for journaling. This is a vintage bingo card. And then I can take this paper clip off now. This is sewed in. So I love this cute little pocket here. And then I added this pretty little detail on the back side. And here's a vintage postcard. I love my digital image in here. I think that turned out really nice. And then another little pocket with some of the Sweet Pea Curiosity files. And then I like this lace detail and these little sticker pieces. I really like those. I'll list down below where I got those. And then here, this I stamped out this image and then rough cut it and then made it a little side tuck. So you can still journal on it. I think that's cute. And then this top tuck, got a vintage card and then a Tim Holtz tag. And then this detail, I didn't really talk much about it, but this is modeling paste through a stencil that I did. And this is those pages that I made with my ink sprays. And I think it's just a fun little detail to add some texture and interest. And then another little pocket, more journaling space, some vintage paper. I like this sunflower ribbon too. Oh, and I have this card that goes in here. These pretty sunflowers. It's a whole other another journaling spot. And then I added this cute little pocket here and my little leaf detail. And then this is my coffee dyed stenciled envelope, and I have some goodies in there. And I can take this paper clip off now. Got some in there. And then here we have a side tuck right here. So you can put some hidden journaling in there, whatever you want. And then this sweet little pocket on this Edith Holden page. And then I love this fabric. And then another digital and a Tim Holtz tag. And coffee dyed pattern paper. And then a vintage sunflower seed packet. And the end. And I just need to glue this in. And then I'll be done. One final detail was I added these bulb pens with this vintage flower daisy or sunflower button, and then with this key. And I have this nice little closure on here. Right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.